Hey everyone, in this video I want to talk about 10 different styles that I found on TeePublic. Simple but funny text, so make sure you're not just putting random words on here. A lot of these are funny, so you got to really think about it. The next thing I want to show you is, and I call this vintage text but with style. So you can see all of these look like vintage text, but all of them have a different kind of thing. Either a swash down here like I have right here. This one has a lightning bolt. So for the third one, the third style here, I'm calling simple cartoons with dot eyes and simple words. So just really simple. The reason I put dot eyes is because that's how simple these cartoons are. You can see they're hand-drawn, but they're not like super elaborate. Now the next one is a little harder to draw, and I'm calling this vintage cartoon with a vintage style. So you can see these cartoons are almost like mascots. They have the feet like this, or this one is just drawn in a silly way, like an old vintage 70s way. The next one is another step up of drawing style, and this one's I'm calling a detailed cartoon in the vintage style. So you can see the lines, there's a lot more lines on these cartoons here. The next one, the next style, again, is a vintage thing. You'll notice that vintage is going to be a big topic on here. I just found a lot of vintage stuff. But this one is more like a vintage advertising, a business style. So you can see this one's talking about a lodge, this one's talking about a motel. Now the next style that I notice a lot on TeePublic is just this vintage sunset with some simple text in here. So you can see the vintage sunset can be whatever color. All right, this next one I'm calling vintage logo artwork. And it can be in a circle, but it can be an oval. It could be in a square as well. But you notice they all kind of have this distressed texture on it. And they all look like they're for a company or some kind of logo. So, right, the next style that I've seen a lot is this just black and white but realistic looking design. So the last one I want to talk about is this thinking / speech bubbles cartoon. So it's again cartoon, a lot of them with the really easy eyes, I call them, with the circles and the there, but this one doesn't have that. So it can be any cartoon really, but the idea is they're talking, or either talking to each other, talking to a group. Again, all of these kind of has that feel like an artist either took the photo or an artist created the designs. And that's what we're going for on TeePublic. Those are the 10 styles that I think will help you get some sales on TeePublic and move you to the artisan level if you're not there already. Thanks again for watching. And as always, guys, keep creating and keep learning. I'll see you on the next one.